Hey foodies, welcome back to the kitchen. You've probably tried curried goat before, but have you ever tried brown stew goat or brown stew mutton? Let me show you how it's done, an easy way, Roma's kitchen style.
Girl, you better can cook. Think you know you pay your pretty look. You want to live a restaurant and come done man bank book. Cook, recipe book.
Alright, so I'm starting off, I'm using 500 grams of mutton. I've already cleaned this up and washed it. To begin the seasoning process, I'm using here about a half cup of blended green seasoning. This has thyme, this has scallion, onion, bell peppers, and the whole works. Use your favorite set of green seasoning, but this is mild, it's a blend, no water is in it. Once I add that to the mutton, next I'm going to add in some powdered seasoning. I'm adding my own signature seasoning, Roma's kitchen style all-purpose seasoning. About 3 tablespoons of this will do. This is very flavorful, but it's not salty. Next, I'm going in with some dried thyme leaves. About a half tablespoon is fine. Of course, if you have fresh thyme leaves, use that because that will be even better. Once I add that, I'm going in with some wet jerk rub, and yes, I'm using Roma's Kitchen wet jerk rub. About 2 tablespoons of this because this is a spicy one and I need the spiciness for this. I recently got this thing which is spur tree browning mix, and I think it's really good, so I just use it on anything I'm brown stewing. And that's for seasoning, that's for flavor. Next, for color, some browning, I'm going in with about a half tablespoon of that. Then some oil. I'm just going to add some oil to this because I find that it gets the seasoning nice and, in that mutton. Once I have all the seasoning, I'm just going to mix everything together and leave this to marinate, preferably overnight. You can leave this in the fridge for about 2 hours or so on if you don't have the time overnight. All right, the next day I'm going to add this to my pressure cooker because it's mutton and I need it nice and soft. I don't have the time to cook it, to slow cook it, right? So I'm adding the mutton pieces to my pressure cooker with some oil. Use the oil of your choice. Initially, I wanted to sear each piece of the mutton, but I thought that was too time consuming, and to me, I'll still get the same flavor. So instead of searing it like a little piece by piece because it's a lot, I'm just going to move them around, try to get everything nice and browned for a little while. And once I do that, get everything coated just a little before I add some water to it. Now this is filled with a lot of seasoning. So this is just perfect. And the same bowl in which the mutton was resting, I've just added some water to that, and I'm going to make sure that the water covers the mutton here. Then I'm going to pressure it. Be careful with the pressure cooker, guys, because I have too many stories with myself and the pressure cooker, so be careful with that. Mix everything around, close that pressure cooker, and then you pressure your meat until it's nice and soft, but not too soft, because after we're finished pressuring it, we're also going to add other things to cook with it as well. But before I do that, let me not forget some pimento seeds for flavor, for extra flavor. Cover it up now, and then I'm just going to pressure for as long as it takes to get this nice and soft. That all depends. I find that it all depends when it comes on to your pressure cooker, but mine can take even as little as 15 minutes. So let's get that done. Now, after the 15 minutes, please make sure that you allow this to cool all the way down before you open the pot. Now, test check, the meat is nice and soft. Now, yes, I'm going to cook it a little longer, but not with the lid on or anything. I'm adding here some carrot and potatoes. Yes, it tastes very good with the stewed mutton. Mix it in. I'm going to allow those to get nice and soft, and then the cooking process will be finished. Now, because it was so well seasoned, I kept on tasting my pot, and it was quite fine. Never needed any more seasoning. But if at this point you find that it needs a little bit more seasoning, you can go in with some more all-purpose seasoning. But in true Jamaican brown stew style, I'm adding a little bit of ketchup. Not too much, about a tablespoon, because you don't want this tasting too much like ketchup. And I'm going to allow this to cook down a little bit more while the potato and the carrot get soft, but not too soft. You just want them to be nice and tender, and then you have a little thick gravy, and then that will be perfect. So I'm going to allow this to go for a couple minutes. Then I'm going to test the potato, test the carrot, and then that will be it. Look at the gravy right now, it's not quite ready, so I'm going to leave it just for a little bit more. Then it'll be nice and ready. Now, after a few minutes, this is what we are working with. The gravy now is nice and perfect. The potato and the carrot are also quite good. Everything is ready. This was so yummy. Brown stew goat, my favorite thing. I'm pairing this with some rice and peas and, you know, some, in true Jamaican style, some raw veg. But this was so good. This was very yummy, and it's so easy to make. It's not, yes, you can have the one that is quite complicated with a lot of steps, but I find that this was very easy. So let me know what you think about this. Of course, if you like the video, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, share the video, subscribe to the channel, turn your post notifications on, visit my website at roma'skitchen.net for this and other great recipes. Thank you so much for watching. Until next video.